Hello everybody, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm here with my March wrap-up and kind of April TBR, and there was something else but I've forgotten it. The yearly thing I'm doing about which book is the best book I've read all year, or whatever. I'm doing it all in one because I've only read 2 books in March. March was not a great month for me, personally or reading wise, so yeah. Anyway, let's talk about what I read. If I can find my notes. Which one is this? Okay. The first book I read was The Tropic of Serpents, a memoir by Lady Trent. This is the second book in a series. And this is a continuation of the first book. I really enjoyed it. I liked, of course, Lady Trent, and her companion, Natalie, was awesome. I didn't like her mother. I thought her mother was awful, and both of Lady Trent's and Natalie's families were awful. Lady Trent is a definite badass, even by book 2. And it's her memoir, so by the time she's writing, she's like a super badass. But, yeah, so that's cool. There's dragons and politics. There's always politics involved. She goes to a different place this time. Here's the map. She goes here. And I got, because it's a different world, but this gave me, African vibes. This was, Egypt or Arabia, because it's really deserty. This was... What is this? It's a marsh, but I don't think there's a marsh in Africa. But those are just the vibes I got. And of all the different, groups of people living there. There's lots of danger that she's in, but she works her way out of it. And I do like the people who live in the swamp. They're called the Moolish. I think that's how you say it. And they just really love the dragons and try to protect them. And yeah, she did some stuff and it got her in trouble, and she goes, gonna do whatever I want to protect the dragons. So yeah, that was great. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. Next I read Luck in the... well, it's a reread, but I didn't remember it. Luck in the Shadows, book 1 of the Night Runner series. And this is, I think I've said before, LGBT... I don't know. It's LGBTQIA plus friendly. Sir Agil, who is one of the main characters, is probably gay. They never really say. I think he sleeps with a lot of people, no matter the gender. The other main character is Alec. I forgot he was 16, so he's like a baby in the book. There's an obvious bad guy in the beginning, and he's super obvious, but it's a lot of fun. There's some torture, and I thought that some of the guards that were torturing, or were going to torture Alec, perhaps had thoughts of raping him, but it's never really said. It's sort of like an impression. There's tons of lore in here, and this is sort of like a trope, because Sir Agil is the older rogue, and Alec is the naive young guy coming together. Some horses die, unfortunately. And they're spies and thieves, so that's cool. And then there's a bit... It takes up a lot of the book, actually. I forgot how much it did. Sir Agil, I think that's how that's how they pronounce it in the book. Well, pronounce it. I'm just saying it how it's supposed to be. Whatever. Something happens to him, and he starts seeing visions of like body parts and dead things, madness, I believe, and torment from the bad thing that Sir Gil finds. On page 123, it says, I really liked it. It said, words don't have magic, but they have power, which is really great coming from a novel. The bad guys are mass murderers. There's curses and magic. Lots of detail about everything, which is great. I feel there's some romance, even though Alec is 16. It's pretty subtle because Sir Gil knows that Alec is 16, and he's like, I'm not touching that. But they're also dumb boys, so that's fun. There's some politics, of course. There is also suicide, mentions of dismemberment, a head on a pike. Nothing like, well, that's gross, but it's not like in your face, it's just the flashes. And apparently the first 2 books, or maybe even the first 3, I can't remember. I want to say maybe just 2 were written as one, but they decided to break it up, so the book ends on a to be continued, which I shall be doing. I really enjoyed it. I'd forgotten a lot of stuff, so it was fun to reread it. And that's all I read. I read half of Truth Witch, which is now the start of the TBR. I will be continuing with Truth Witch. Let's see, what else? Oh no, did I ruin my book? That's why you shouldn't throw things around, kids, because you can ruin your book. No, it's alright. So I'll be reading Truth Witch. I will be reading Stalking Darkness, which is... Sorry, I thought I was caught on something. Which is book 2 of the Night Runner series. I will be reading... Wind Witch, which is the second in the Witchlands novel, because both Night Runner and the Witchlands are like a thing you're doing every month. Read a book every month. Then I have a stack of books here that I did for my /R fantasy bingo, and I'll probably be picking them up because I don't know how April's gonna go, so I'm gonna try to mood read. And then out of the, I don't know why I tossed them because I need them. Duh. Out of the 2 books, I think I enjoyed this one more. They were both very good, but this was a little more gay for my tastes at the moment, so that was a lot of fun. So this is the book for March. And I think that's everything. Yeah, it's not like a hefty TBR, because like I said, I'll probably be mood reading. And, you know, it's just a continuation of a bad month. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.